We're live.
I don't know.
We're live. Hey, everybody. Sorry, coffee down the wrong pipe. I talked before I explode.
Oh,
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that was loud. You got a mute button.
I'm so sorry.
Push the cough button, please.
Sorry. Sorry. Hey, everybody. Cash coffee tonight. It's July. One of our buddy will call in tonight.
Oh, we need
I'm
to
gonna
pull
take.
him
He
live.
calls in. I'm taking.
We can. Apologies now to live watchers. We can edit it out of the audio.
He calls in. I'm taking the call.
I think we can edit it out of the YouTube as well after the fact.
Can you? I don't know if you can.
I think there's a way. Anyone in the chat room? Well, we'll find out. If it happens, it happens.
You should be able to edit the YouTube video afterwards. So I upload YouTube videos to a different account, and I edit them after the fact. So nothing to do with geocaching.
If our friend calls, good luck.
Skippy, those pictures from you today were ridiculous, by the way, on Facebook.
I didn't see. Wait,
he was like 20 in the pictures.
I missed it. I got to look.
He looks the exact same.
James Epperson.
He looks the exact same, except he has dark hair and not gray hair.
Wait, what did I miss?
It's his anniversary today, I think. Maybe last Skip.
Happy anniversary.
I think it's his anniversary. I'm assuming. I think it was from his wife, though. I don't think it was his. She like, it might. She tagged him.
Yeah. No, I'm not seeing him.
It was adorable. Young Skip.
Oh, there we go. June 18th.
A young Skip.
That was not today. That was June 18th.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
It finally hit my feed, Skip. For the record, finally hit my feed.
Yeah, that adorable.
Yeah. That just hit my feed this morning. That's weird.
It is weird.
I thought I got a text on that or something. It was part
text on that.
Yeah, I thought I saw a picture of that in a text because I don't social media anymore.
Oh, you're smart. All right, are you ready to go live here? Catch your coffee, guys. Give us a call. Here we go. Guys, you ready?
Sure.
Chad?
I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
You want to know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means once again, it's time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Birch. We have our co-host Shorty. It's in the next room.
Hello.
Hello. And please welcome to my virtual left, my other co-host, Chaz427.
Howdy, y'all. It's that time again. So sit back, relax, and grab your coffee.
That's right, guys. Tonight's episode 822, recorded live on July 3rd, 2024, is the July Casher Coffee. Phone lines are now open, guys, so give us a call, 808-468-7924. That's 808-GOT-SWAG. And for your international callers, you can call us free via the web at cullenstudio.com/show/GCPC. But first, my dear Chadley, we need to talk about Patreon.
Got to pay those bills.
That's right, guys. Costs a lot of money to make this show work. Guys, there's two ways you can help us out. One, you go to PayPal, PayPal.me/the Geocaching Podcast. You make a one-time donation. I don't care what it is, $5, $50, $500, doesn't matter. Go straight to the bills. We really appreciate it. Or, guys, you join Patreon. Patreon, guys, you get extra audio, extra video, only available to our Patreon members. You get stickers and pins and coins and path tags and end of the year giveaway show.
And videos of Cody Dog falling into
Cody Dog, yeah. For anybody who's not a patron, last week we talked about Cody Dog falling in. The video is on Patreon, guys. And if you're not a patron, you can't see it.
I watched it on loop, and I
Cody
just
racked
up. I just kept laughing. I think one of the comments was, "It gets funnier every time." Like,
Yep.
So funny.
Yep. Cody dog going in the water, going in the drink in the wintertime. Yes.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yep. There you go. We got the Cody Dog seal of approval, so we posted it on Patreon. So guys, you want to see that video and many hundreds of others, as long as audio and video and all this good stuff, you go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
Tonight, we're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork are the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine write in the rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go cache to do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com. That's ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Be Gone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group. With adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL, if you have an idea for a shirt design and cannot find it, you've gone to the right place. Give them the opportunity to show you how they can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And by pattags.com for all your swag and pat tag needs. Visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pat tags. With over 50,000 tags to collect, pattags.com is everything you need to start your pat tag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
And by Geocaching Adventures LLC. Geocaching Adventures is a full-service travel agency specializing in creating the ultimate worldwide geocaching adventures for cachers and non-cachers alike. What could be better than having your geocaching bucket list vacation all planned and led by a traveling expert? Learn more by visiting them at geocachingadventuresllc.com. That's geocachingadventuresllc.com.
And finally, by GeoGo. Go caching with GeoGo, the geocaching app for Android that includes a Where I Go player, trackable scanner, companion watch app, and county finds database. If you're an advanced geocacher, GeoGo helps with powerful features like nearby cache notifications, optimized routes, offline mode, bulk TB logging, and much more. Learn more by visiting them at geogo.com. That's GEOOH-go.com.
And as always, Chad, you can find links to our sponsors on our website or
in our show notes.
In our show notes. Correct.
This was tongue twisting me today for some reason.
Yeah, the whole thing.
The whole thing. I kept on.
Go get through it.
Can't pronounce words anymore.
Yeah.
Can't enunciate.
That's what happens when you get old.
I know.
Wow.
Sorry.
That dementia's setting in.
Setting in early, huh?
Yep.
Chad, we got before we get to all this will lead into the show, guys. It's a Cache of Coffee. So if you guys want to give us a call, talk about whatever you want, you can. 808-468-7924. Chad, we got an email from L&N Railroad. I never get that right name in one shot. L&N Railroad. They say, after updating caches in GSAC, I noticed a lot of Earth caches have been archived.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if something was up. So I opened a few and saw it was because of this log entry. Geocaching HQ has reason to believe the owner of this Earth cache has been inactive with geocaching for 5 or more years. We want to ensure that the cache owner is actively monitoring the cache page and logs as required by the geocaching hiding guidelines. In order for this Earth cache to remain active, the cache owner must post an owner maintenance log in response to this message. If the cache owner does not post an owner maintenance log within 30 days, then the cache listing will be disabled by Geocaching HQ. If the cache listing then remains disabled for 30 days, it will be archived by Geocaching HQ. Unquote. So, interestingly, I could have been finding all those Earth caches and not even logging them, and it could have got the.
Sure.
But anyway, so what's funny is I tell Jessie this story, and she goes, "Oh my god, this just happened to me." So
I actually had this in show notes to talk about tonight because on my recent trip with my son out west, I did a ton of earth caches because we hit a lot of national parks. There, obviously very few physical caches there. So I did a ton of earth caches and virtuals, and I came across at least one that I know of for sure that I had found and put a link to in my show notes that it was disabled when I was there for that reason with that geocaching HQ note on it. And then, so let's see, on the one that I'm looking at right now, which I just recently found is GC59R81. That reviewer note was posted on April 26th. I found it on May 27th. And then on May 29th, it actually got disabled. So that's right. What happened was I found it. And then by the time I got home and went to log it, it was disabled. And I went, huh? How'd that happen? But interestingly, the owner who's not active anymore posted a owner maintenance.
Really?
Yep.
I was going to say his last visit, I just went to his owner profile. Last visit was June 18th of 2024. So
yeah, that was the day he posted the maintenance date. But I think prior to that, it had been a few years.
Yeah, but doesn't necessarily mean that he wasn't reviewing the
right.
The earth
review
cache
by his phone.
Right.
Yes.
So is this like Gia sometimes too is in the chat room? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? What are your thoughts on this?
I think it possibly could. Well, I don't really have a major issue with killing some of the earth caches and letting new earth caches pop up. There are other cache types, virtuals in particular, and there's a number of 2001, 2002 timeframe virtuals that are out there where I'm positive that the cache owner is not active. So I get no, I post it, I get no response or anything. I look at their profile and they haven't logged in 10 years.
Sure.
So if they're going through this with earth caches, are they doing the same with virtuals? I wonder.
Hope not.
I hope not. I hope it doesn't kill off a bunch of old virtuals.
Yeah, a lot of old virtuals. Yeah.
Well, that's the question. What's the difference? Why do we care about virtuals but not about earth caches?
No, I do care about earth caches mainly because they don't earth caches don't get put out like a trad or a puzzle. You lose a bunch of earth caches, and that's a lot of caches that aren't coming back.
So earth caches can be more readily replaced than virtuals, and there aren't a lot of really old earth caches. Like there are oldies for virtuals.
Yeah. And I think that's a good point. And actually Merlin says this in the chat room. I copied all the ones I knew about so I could redo them if I choose. And I kind of think that's a good point. If people kind of pay attention to these earth caches that are disabled, I think it could, you could regenerate them in a new way. It's still an interesting feature.
Right.
You could kind of do something a little bit different there and give people an opportunity to go back and get more finds, relearn something that they learned 10 years ago or
I didn't see anything.
Yeah. Usually you have to have, or from what I know, you have to have new questions and stuff.
Sure.
Someone regenerated a earth cache that is relatively close to me after the old one had been archived a few years ago, and I was talking to him about it probably 4 or 5 months ago, and he was telling me that it's like originally I went in to put in the exact same questions and stuff, and it's like, no, you can't use the same questions on any of the Earth cache related stuff. He was allowed to use the same question on, there's another one, basically, how many on the dam that's nearby, how many locks do you see that are open, and how many are closed, something like that. But that was the only thing that was truly repeated, and part of the title is like blah 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 renewed or something like that. It was a good, both of them were good Earth caches, and they both focused on similar information, but you had to have the questions about that information were different.
Yeah, I don't know. My fear is that you're gonna lose them and they're not gonna be replaced. Even Gia sometimes too in the chat room. Not too many people write ECs Earth cache. That's probably not the best thing. Excuse me, Jim RKY, not GSM. Excuse me. Which I tend to agree. My fear is that they're just gonna get lost, and not replaced, and that's just one less Earth cache that we have.
Don't you think it's interesting though that HQ seems to be putting a lot of effort into Earth caches lately? They came out with the new guidelines.
They seem to stick their foot in and out. It seems like they go all in for a couple of months, and then they ignore them for a year, 2 years, and they go in for a couple of months, and they seem to ignore them. It seems like they're playing a game of
I wonder if the Geological Society is having causing the push to get these things, make sure that the cache owners are active. Maybe that's part of it. They want to make sure that when people are doing the Earth caches, they are doing the Earth caches instead of okay, this cache owner isn't here, I'm just gonna
log it.
I'm just gonna log it.
Right.
Yeah.
I never even bothered to check the last time the owner logged in when I do an Earth cache. I just do the Earth cache. Yeah.
I don't make it a point to check either, but there have been times that I've noticed, this is a really old Earth cache, and maybe I'll look at the owner just out of curiosity, but I still obviously answer the questions.
Oh, Leah reminds us they are worth 5 points in the new quest.
Well, that is the next thing on the list. That's true. And that's part of they seem to be putting an awful lot of energy and attention into Earth caches lately.
They are. Yeah. It's the new hotness right now at HQ, apparently. Wait,
Yeah.
what? Gia sometimes who says HQ has noticed a huge drop in Earth cache hides and finds. I think that is what is making them focus on Earth caches. And Skippy says there are plenty that I don't get any reply to. Yeah, I usually don't get a reply when I do an Earth cache.
Occasionally. From
Occasionally.
Yeah, I do.
I don't expect one. But
no, it's nice. It's nice to get acknowledged, though, that, especially when you've put a lot of work into it and done a lot of research, and then give them a favorite point, and then they say, thanks for the favorite point. Oh, nice.
Yeah. I definitely say thanks for the favorite point when they favorite my virtual. So, although I didn't do it to a friend here after he came back, and I actually I know that he had answered the questions, and I know that he had posted a picture, but I didn't look closely at the picture. He had cut up credit cards to make vampire teeth at the Anrise one. It's like, you didn't even look at it, did you?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No. All right, moving along. We could dedicate a whole show to this thing.
Yes, we could.
Mag Planner sent his stats in. Jess, I know you're a big nerd and a stat nerd here. It is so much stats here to unpack.
This is a ton of stats.
A ton of stats, guys. I'm going to try and burn through this. And we'll spend some time on what we deem necessary to spend time on. Follow along, guys. This is Mag Planner stats. Mag Planner, for anyone who's been living under a rock, it's a guy who spent a year driving around trying to get every, what was it? Was it just
every county and a Lorem page?
in the lower continental United States, 48
Mhm.
states. So his first day was the July 1st, 2023. His last day was June 1st of 2024. He had 337 consecutive days caching, finished 15 days ahead of schedule. He covered 100,000 miles, Chad. He
That is insane.
he found 10,000 geocaches. 300 miles per day on average he traveled. He completed 34 states. And I know, guys, that you say, wait a second, there's 48, but he'd already done this in how many states? In 14 states before he started this.
He was finishing.
He was finishing the job.
Yeah.
34 states completed in this year or under a year. 414 day geocaching streak, which ended June 23rd with an LA event. 14 FDFs in 6 states, 8 in Texas, 2 in what's ME? Is that Maine?
Maine.
Yeah, thank you. 1 each in Oklahoma, Nebraska, Washington, and California. 3 in Mexico crossings, Nuevo Laredo, Boquillas de Carmon, and Los Algadones. There we go. 1 Canada crossing, Claire from Fort Kent, ME. 1,522 new counties, 4.5 new counties per day on average, significantly more on the East Coast, significantly less on the West Coast. I'm surprised there's only 4 counties on average. That's surprising to me.
Yeah.
That's
well, he's also focusing a lot on the Delormes. So when you're focusing a lot on the Delormes, he's probably grabbing a lot more caches just to grab the Delormes than he is counties, at least out west.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna go the 10,000 finds breakdown, Chad and Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 5,518 traditionals, 1,300-ish adventure labs, 1,179 virtuals, 972 mysteries, 759 earth caches, 104 multis, 100 letterboxes, 36 Waragos, 19 events, 15 events, 1 mega and 3 CEDOs, and 16 webcams.
That's awesome.
Is crazy. The final percentage breakdown, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
55% traditional, 13% adventure labs, 11.8% virtuals, 9.7% mysteries, 7.6% earth caches, 1% multis, 1% letterbox, and less than 1% all other finds. And for the record, he created 3 state stars completed. Iowa, completed, right. Iowa, Kentucky, and Michigan. How about that?
That's awesome.
That's
crazy.
Definitely impressive.
Okay, here we go. This is good. We got nights spent indoors. 26 hotels solo. 19 of those after the dog got sick in April, mind you. 28 hotels traveling with friends. 39 nights staying with friends and family. 93 total nights indoors, mostly with a bed. 27%. 244 total nights in the car. 72%. 244 nights in the car. Wow. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Okay. The budget. Let's get to the budget, Chad. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
The budget. Here we go. Baseline $46,000. He had $4,000 in reserve to total make that $50,000. Total $50,000. Subscriptions and software was $630. iPhones was $1,600. Insurance was $2,500. Internet was $1,500. Gas $22,000 in gas. Food $8,000. Auto maintenance $4,000. Incidentals $4,000. A gym membership just for showers, Chad, $450. You can't go wrong with that. God bless freaking what's that purple?
Planet Fitness.
God bless their hearts. $450 for a year. You can't go wrong. Gifts $400, and the dog health plan $900 for a total of $50,000. Expenses, variables $42,817. Fixed expense was $4,700. Overall, $47,000 and some change. Under budget by $2,400. Chad came in under budget. How about that?
Nice.
Gas, $22,000. He budgeted $22,000 for gas. He only spent $14,000. He came
That's awesome.
up $8,000 under. Food, $8,000. He was evened out on the food. Auto maintenance, he budgeted $4K. He spent $8K. He was $4K over on the auto maintenance, but he made it back with the with the gas. So I guess everything kind of evened out.
Well, you had that was it electrical?
Yeah, some of the
problem?
issue with the car. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Variable breakdowns, Chad. The as dog's medical, $1,300. That's mostly after she got sick. Auto maintenance, $8,000 in auto maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
Eating out, $5,900. Entertainment, this is the best. Entertainment, Jesse,
Yeah.
$15. I want to know what he spent $15 on.
$15.96. I wonder what that was.
Sirius XM is like $15 a month, so you can't. I mean,
$15 was entertainment. Period.
maybe
for
you
the
went to
whole
a
year.
movie.
It went to like 2 movies. One movie. No, it's
What?
2024. That's like one movie. Yeah. Gas, $14,000. $14,236. Groceries, $2,050. Gifts, $243. Hotels, $3,927. Miscellaneous, $5,300. Parking and entry fees was $811, and the parking fees were $840, but that was primarily tolls, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the stats. Thoughts on this crazy stat? Jesse, you're a stats nerd. What shocks you the most here?
I don't know. Maybe that gas was so under budget.
Yeah, he really under budgeted
I mean,
gas.
that's awesome. Although there's a huge difference in the gas price between like where we are here in Chicago and 2 or 3 states away. It's over $1 difference a gallon, $1.50 even.
Sure.
So
it also depends on
or
when,
even higher out in California than
right. But also, when did he start planning this? Because when he planned this, and then what gas was then, and what it is now.
True.
So it could be lower now. Yeah, that's the gas is the most shocking that he was. What was he? $8,000 under?
8,000 under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he was just. I mean, there's being generous and being smart, but that's a lot.
I'm a bit shocked that his food was so low.
Yeah, that's not a lot for food. You gotta figure you gotta average what $15 to $20 a meal, something maybe. I'll even go $15 a meal a day, 3 meals a day. So that's
but I mean, if you're not eating out though,
even if you average it,
yeah,
what
I don't know.
I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, I guess what auto maintenance he took a nice hit on. That was an unexpected hit. The auto maintenance and the dog were two unexpected expenses.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have budgeted even $4,000 for auto maintenance. I thought that was a bit high, but then like you said, he had the issue with the wiring harness, and that was a big kick in the pants.
Right. But he also had, I mean, that was an old car to start with, so maybe
he went, but he did go through multiple sets of tires.
Yes.
So that was a big chunk of it.
Yeah. Yes. Entertainment, $15.
$15. Was that budgeted?
I don't know. Let's see. Was it budget? He does not have entertainment budgeted. No, there is no entertainment.
Get to watch one movie.
That's like not even Netflix. That's just like nothing. That's
right.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. I mean, subscriptions are $630. Maybe Netflix or something is in there. Or I shouldn't say Netflix, just some streaming channel.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought those were really interesting. Those are Mag Planner. Thank you so much for sending this in. This is pretty amazing stats here that he pulled off there.
Definitely.
I'm glad we got to share that with everybody. So that's pretty cool. Jesse.
Yeah.
To you.
Okay. Well, We have to talk about this Cosmic Quest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Cosmic Quest.
Because, we did get a message.
Yes. We did.
Did anybody figure that out? What it was? What it said? What it was for? Way
Yes,
back?
we did. Yeah, people did figure it out.
Okay. All right.
Did figure it out. Yeah.
So for anyone who doesn't know, the message was deciphered saying, "Hello, Earthlings. We've come across a reference to geocaching.com on a metal creature roving the planet Mars." We know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
It seems this geocaching is an activity meant to further exploration and community. We would like to better understand this interesting human activity, and we are traveling to Earth to learn more. We only hope we'll have enough fuel in our spaceship to keep exploring.
Mm.
So Cosmic Quest is the summer's souvenir promotion like they do every year. It starts July 22nd and is going to run through September 1st. And as usual, it uses the leaderboard to track your points, and you earn a certain number of points based on your finds, your geocaching activity. And there's an opportunity to actually earn 3 different souvenirs this year. The first 2 you'll earn yourself based on your own finds. And then the third one will be awarded if the entirety of all geocachers earn a certain number of points. Then anyone who's participated will get that third one.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious if you have to earn the first 2 to get the third, or if you only get enough to get the first one, you'll also get the third. That I don't know, and maybe somebody knows the answer to that. I'm not sure. But in any case, as previously mentioned, Earth caches are worth 5 points. I see a lot. I don't see very many Earth caches in my future, though, because there aren't very many unfound.
We've done them all. Yeah, we've done them
I
all.
know. We save them for International Earth Cache Day,
Right,
and there's nothing left.
It's hard enough to find them on that day, let alone.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So Earth caches are 5 points. Events are 3. Receiving a favorite point is worth 2 points. So on your own cache, you can earn points for not even finding anything. Mm-hmm. And then 1 point for any other found it log, except for webcams. Webcams do not count at all.
So do we get a find it log for lab caches?
I'm assuming yes, because it says log a found it on any other cache type excluding webcams. So I would say yes. They usually give you points like per location.
Right, but they usually spell it out, because that one is in the kind of shaky middle ground.
Yeah, that's in the gray area, if you will. Yes.
Yeah.
Because you could do 5 sitting in your car, kind of thing.
Yeah. And then also 1 point for activating a trackable. That's I think that's something new. I've not ever seen that.
That one is new, and I've got a ton of trackables. I haven't activated a trackable probably in 4 years, so I've got a ton of trackables.
There you go, Chad. There you go.
I'll have to spend like a day activating trackables
for 30 points.
Right.
Right.
You can earn one whole souvenir by activating all your trackables.
There you go, Chad. There you go. Well, when does that start, Jess? For everybody,
July 22nd. So right before Midwest Geobash.
When is Midwest Geobash?
Yeah, 24th.
What's the skip we're taking this weekend? We're not going to get that. That doesn't count towards anything.
No, not till the 22nd. So
unfortunately, they always got to pick these things in the hottest part of the year.
Every summer. Remember the 31 days of August?
Yes. Yes. I
2012, 2014.
I wound up in the hospital because of geocaching. I literally had a fever of 104 degrees, and it was 104 out and humid, and I went out and got a geocache, and I thought I was going to pass out in the woods. And
you went to the
home.
woods?
After a few hours after I got home, it was like my heart was racing, and I wound up in the hospital with sepsis.
Oh no!
So
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Jess.
That was like day 17, I think.
But did you finish the 31 days, Chad?
No, I missed 5 days, 4 or 5 days. So there's 2 days that I stayed in the hospital before they released me, and I think 2 more days before I got back out. My wife would let me go back out and start caching.
All right, we got a call here. We have got what's this, North Dakota here? It's North Dakota. It's got to be Jasper. Is it Kels? Is this you?
Yes.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Good. Whenever I see North Dakota, I figure it's you. So, how you doing? What's up?
Good. I heard some news today. I thought I would share it.
You heard some news today. You thought you?
I heard news.
I bet it's in my show notes. But go ahead. What's your news?
Let's hear it.
We're 80 days away from Gilby Gone Wild.
Yes, we are.
And it was announced today that Gilby is officially getting a Geo Tour.
Getting a Geo Tour. Yay.
Oh, yay.
Now I got to go back to Gilby. Yes. Is it going to be for Gilby Gone Wild?
Terrible.
Is it going to be for Gilby Gone Wild this year? Do you know? Is there any news about that?
They have said it should be out in early September, so probably just in time.
Oh, nice.
That is awesome.
I wonder how many stages it's going to be. How would they do that? Gilby's like 2 blocks long.
That's what I was thinking.
You can walk it.
I mean, hey.
Well, it doesn't have to be in town, right?
I'm again. No, I guess not. No, I guess not.
You can reuse geocaches within a geotour. It doesn't have to be new geocaches. So I don't know if that is the plan or not. So maybe some of the the most favorited ones I would expect would probably definitely be in there.
Yeah, I would assume. Yeah, but no, that's super exciting. I love the fact that they got a Geo Tour. How many? I need to know how many coins. Like this might require a trip here because those coins could go pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they only order 50.
Are they doing coins? I didn't see any details on what.
I'm assuming that. Yeah,
I didn't see details on any of that. Do you know, Kelsey?
I have no idea. They just said to follow the Gilby Facebook group to see more information on it.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Don't usually those have coins?
Not always.
No?
You get a souvenir.
Yeah,
you get a souvenir if you complete all of them, but I don't think it's required that they do a coin. I mean, it would be awesome if they do.
Yeah, I want a Gilby coin.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Kels. Good news. What, Jess?
I was mentioning that you're wearing your Gilby shirt.
Right now too,
I'm wearing my Gilby shirt. I am. I'm wearing my Gilby shirt today. I left my hearts in Gilby. Yeah. Kels, you're awesome. Anything else, or is that it? Just kind of tell us about that.
No, that's it. I just wanted to share the good news.
Is it really 80 days until that? Really? Is it 80 days?
Yes, sir.
80 days. When is it? When is Gilby Gone Wild?
September, isn't it?
September 21st.
September 21st. Let me look at that. September. Oh yeah, there it is. It's actually in the calendar of ours. November 21st. Okay. All right, September 21st. All right. Thanks, Kels. Thank you so much. Thanks for calling.
Have a good night, guys.
You be well. You're awesome. We'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
Bye-bye. Chad, you're up, sir.
Me?
Yeah. Oh, you got nothing?
Jesse grabbed everything that was in the news and tossed it in there.
I had so much stuff to talk about. I told Scott like 2 weeks ago, can you please create the show notes for the July Cacher Coffee? I have so much to talk about. Go ahead. You can steal anything out of my list.
I got Gilby. I have Gilby gets a Geo Tour, and that's all I got because I had that in the stats. So like
go right ahead, Chad.
She just took mine. So Chad,
I will gladly share.
I'm gonna go with the International Geocaching Day is August 17th. So join the geocaching community as we celebrate the 13th annual International Geocaching Day. This holiday, born out of the 2011 Geocaching Block Party, is a testament to our shared love for adventure and exploration. So log any geocaching Cache Adventure Lab location or event on August 17th to earn the International Geocaching Day 2024 souvenir. So they're keeping it on a single day now, I guess, instead of spreading that out. Is that a weekend?
That is
maybe.
It is a Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
I'm putting it in the calendar. Right.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's an excellent idea.
Yeah, that is a Saturday, International Geocaching Day. Yeah, they used to do the whole weekend, didn't they? Isn't that what used to be the whole weekend? You find a cache that weekend.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Was only that day?
I'm flying to Indy on that day.
Oh no!
It's like I need to make sure that I get a.
You better hope there's an adventure lab in your hotel, there, kid. Is what you better hope for.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're flying to India. Is that for work?
Indianapolis.
Oh, India. I heard India. You're flying to Indianapolis. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
My apologies. No, I'm kidding. I love Indianapolis. You're going home. Wait a second. You're coming home.
Yeah, visiting family.
Yeah, I was just like, wait, you're coming back to the
a week
homeland.
A week in Indianapolis.
Oh. Chad, did you get a community event, by the way?
Did they start releasing those?
They did, yes.
Would that be on my profile or anything?
It would. I think it would be like an unpublished cache in your profile, and you would have also gotten an email
dashboard.
In your dashboard. Yeah. On the 1st of July, they distributed the first 2025 community celebration events.
Okay, I don't have any unpublished hides, even though I qualify.
Do you?
I was not one of the members selected.
Mm-hmm. Not yet, anyway.
I don't qualify.
I'm about to qualify.
Yes, you qualify.
So we talked about this a long time ago. We should go through this real quickly because there's still 6 months of the year for people to qualify, and they're going to continue awarding these until everyone who qualifies has received one.
Yes.
So
yeah, I'm sure I'll get one. So what do we have to do? We had to publish a cache and host an event.
Yes.
In 2024.
In 2024.
Correct.
Which I've done both, and I've got and I'll even have an event hosted as well on July 14th, the summertime heat meet and greet. Beat the heat at the meet and greet. Grab a cold drink or bring your own. We're on the brink of a heat dome.
Oh, isn't that adorable?
So that was my little catchphrase. So
Done, sir.
A new cacher in the area was trying to solve one of my puzzle caches, and I helped that cache owner out, and then realized this is a new cache owner. They might not know what a tot is. And I explained that, and they indeed did not have a tot. So I was like, okay, I'll schedule an event for you.
Yeah, nice.
And so I'll bring the tot. And there's always whenever we do caches there's always someone that hasn't or 2 or 3 people that have not found that cache, and they want to get it. And so I pull the old tot out of the vehicle and get it down for them.
Nice.
Yeah, looking through my stats real quick, I have not placed a cache nor had an event. That being said, I hit a cache and had an event in December of 2023.
Doesn't count.
I know, and that's annoying. But I'll also have one in December of 2024, the Geocaching Day Flash Mob.
Okay.
That's when I usually do my event. That's usually my event. Is that still count?
Yeah, sometime in 2024. Between January 1st, 2024 and December 31st, 2024. Events and adventures. Have one cache published between January 1st and December 31st. Events and adventures and adopted caches do not qualify. But then you have to host an event also.
Right.
Including CEDOs. CEDOs do count between Jan 1 and December 31. Adopted events do not count. And you have to have created your geocaching account before February 20th of 24. So you had to have already been.
All right. So I can do it in December.
Yes.
I just have to hide a cache.
Yes, it doesn't say. Yeah, so the community celebrations have to be hosted in 2025, anytime in 2025. And they just say that they will continue to distribute up to 2025 community celebration events each month on the first of each month, continuing until all qualifiers have received one. So I could see this going well into,
Well into a long time.
2025.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah. Considering I won't have mine until December. Yeah. That's,
Right.
you know,
Right.
interesting. Okay. So I know I can get it. So
Yeah.
I'll get that. For the record, I average like 2.5 caches a year I put out, looking at my years. Although in 2020, I put out a bunch because I was unemployed.
You
But
were fun employed.
I was not a, what was I?
House husband.
I was a house husband. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. It seems that's
Yeah,
what
I qualified as of March 23rd. So that
Yeah.
was when I got my event out, my virtual one out on March 3rd.
Yeah. So my virtual went out in 2023.
Yeah,
Oh.
mine too. So
Well,
maybe next month.
Hang on, that wouldn't count towards a.
Oh, well, yeah, you're right. It wouldn't. That's not a cache. Yes.
Well,
Right.
no, it says events and adventures don't qualify. It doesn't say virtuals don't.
A virtual,
Oh, really?
But he put it out in 23.
Right.
Right.
But
that doesn't count.
but yours does, Chad.
Mine,
because
mine does.
Yes.
So
Yeah, mine
Right.
So I haven't put out a new like traditional cache this year. I have put out the virtual, and I had hosted an event
Mhm.
in March. I was just kind of sanity checking that I qualified.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll all get one.
We'll all get one. There's going to be a lot of
Community
community celebration. There's going to be no regular events next year. Everyone's going to be hosting community celebration events.
I know. But is that going to get the is that going to get that different icon, or is it only
It's the community
Next.
celebration
Yeah.
event icon.
Like we had in 2022,
right?
Right.
2020, like 2020 through 2022.
Right.
We do have a call, but it's Iowa. Should I take it?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
talk to Iowa.
All right, I'll talk to Iowa.
Find out how much rain.
Hello,
they get.
Iowa. Jesse says I have to talk to you.
Oh,
Hi, Mark.
okay. I'll talk.
Yo, what?
Hey, Jesse.
I'll talk to you.
I said, I guess I'll talk to you, Scott.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. How are you?
No, I think I asked before if Gilby was going to go mega, and I looked, and it doesn't look like they are planning on it.
No. How many do they
this
have?
year, but you would think if they got a geo tour that they would. I guess I've not heard of a geo tour being awarded to someplace that isn't a mega, or
Well,
maybe I'm just
Oh,
wrong.
sure.
It is Gilby. I mean, come
Yeah.
on. It's Gilby. But yeah, there's geotours. Yeah.
Yeah,
geotours everywhere.
geotours don't have to be associated with mega. The one down the Ape Cache geotour down in Brazil, no mega associated with that at all. So and yeah, I even have a cache in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I just thought that, as much as the hoopla is about Gilby, you would think that even HQ would be interested in making that a mega.
I don't.
Oh, you got to have the people for
Right.
it to be a mega.
Yeah.
And then I think that
Yeah,
kind of
that's
changes the dynamic of the event also. It's such a great event, and then you put a mega on top of it, and now,
All the
I don't know.
the
I think it
support
changes
and everything else that goes with a mega, and I mean nothing against Gilby, but it's not I don't think it's big enough to support a mega.
Yeah.
Physically big
I mean,
enough,
the closest hotel is quite a drive away.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
People rent out their
But
houses.
then
People
what
rent
you're
out their
saying-
rooms.
But it is being booked as a place to go and to go to that event. I mean, I'm going to go this year just because, you know, people talk about going to Gilby Gone Wild.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
And
But
I mean, it's like an event that everybody talks about going to, but they don't want to make it a mega event.
and I'll tell you,
Everybody knows it's going to be a mega just by the numbers.
right. But what I'll say is the event part is fantastic. That's great. But that's just like any other event. And the draw, in my opinion, are the caches that are there. You don't go there for the event. You go there to find the amazing caches
the
that
event
are
is just an
in
event.
the area.
Yeah, it's literally just an event. You're there for
Right.
2 hours and you leave.
Right.
Yeah, it's nothing special. You get your lawn chairs and you talk to people and they have a raffle and you take a picture and you go back caching. It's like your everyday event. You know, I don't know what they would do to make it a mega. I mean, that would, I think, entail some pretty big. And now it's a weekend compared to a day.
Right.
And you got what, Mark? You're going to be so shocked, Mark. When I say Gilby is 2 blocks long, I think I'm being generous. I mean, Gilby is a tiny, tiny, tiny town. You're going to be like, this is it? Like, I can't believe it. Like, and then there's nothing, and it's a tiny little town and there's nothing.
Get in your inner late night map perv and
Yeah.
Google and look up Gilby.
Yeah, dude. It's
Do your
nuts.
Google Street View and walk down Main Street.
That being said, there's a little restaurant, the only restaurant on Main Street. Delicious.
Well, it's not the restaurant even.
It's not a restaurant.
It's the community center.
It's a community center. Food is fantastic. I highly recommend it. So,
Yeah,
Are you saying
the
that-
street grid there is less than 1,000 feet by 1,000 feet.
yeah, it's nothing. It's tiny.
What was your question, Mark?
But you could have like, and obviously I'm not looking at the map right now, but I mean, there has to be like a state or county or some sort of park nearby that you could, you know, I mean, because the caches aren't all in Gilby itself; they're all around Gilby, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah,
They're in the farmlands.
They're in the farmlands. Yeah, they're in the the caches are on the farmlands. Gilby, like the town, has a town square, for lack of a better term. That's a park that could probably hold a mega. Probably, I would say. I think there's enough. Parking would be an issue, but I think it's got enough room to hold 500 people. That being said, it's only Gilby Gone Wild is run by what's his name? I can't think of his name.
Tricashius.
Tricashius, thank you so much. Such a great guy, amazing guy. Go up to him. He's when you see him, Mark, he's an awesome guy. He will talk to you. He will talk your ear off. He's awesome. And they're all his caches too, and they're amazing. But yeah, it's
on the flip side, I mean, I don't want to pressure, a smaller community to take on something bigger than they can handle.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like, I go to other megas and you go around the country caching and people talk about Gilby and that you got to go to Gilby someday.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know.
You should go.
Everyone should go.
That being said,
I think everyone should go. I plan on going one day.
that being said, Mark, you don't have to go for Gilby Gone Wild. You can go to Gilby. And the beauty part of going when there's not Gilby Gone Wild is you're not going to stand in line to do a cache. You're going to have the caches to yourself. You go Gilby Gone Wild. I can't even imagine with 500 people. When there's 200 people there, you are still standing in line to get to a cache. Depending on what caches you go to.
Yeah, when I go and do Gilby Gone Wild, I will go a day early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And go do all the caches, so that I'm not standing in line waiting to do all the caches.
Yeah, because they're all amazing. They really are. Mark, go. You'll love it. You'll have an amazing time, and you will say this is what the hoopla is all about, and it's justified. absolutely justified. I've never met anyone who said Gilby is overrated. Never have I ever met anyone who said that.
Right.
You know,
So for the record, Gilby is about half an hour from Grand Forks. That's probably the closest big town.
I would think so. Yeah,
It's a good 30-minute drive from Grand Forks to Gilby. The per the Gilby Gone Wild cache page, here's the list of amenities in Gilby itself. At the last official count, Gilby's population was 237. A local hardware store sells pop and candy. A bar is sometimes open.
so occasionally.
We have a credit card only gas pump. A credit card only gas pump. We will have portable toilets at the park and indoor toilets inside the community center. That's the end. That's it. That's all you get. Plus amazing caches.
Camp is what I recommend. Camp. That's my advice to you.
So you're saying
Car
that
camp.
in order to use the restrooms during Gilby Gone Wild, you're going to wait in line.
No, we didn't wait in line. I went to
wait in
the
line.
bathroom. I went to the bathroom, washed my hands, and went to the bathroom before I ate. No, I didn't wait in line at all.
Yeah. I think if you want to camp, Turtle River State Park is nearby. I don't know exactly how far it is, but it's relatively close.
Emily Alvarez says, how many caches are in a geo trail? Well, that varies, doesn't it? I don't think there's any set amount caches in a geo tour or a geo trail.
I think it varies. It can be
I think it
10, it could
varies,
be
but I think
thousands.
20 is typical.
Yeah, but you usually don't have to find all. I mean, I know for
No.
spend there was 20, but I think you only had to find half or something like that to get the coin. If I remember correctly. It's been a while. But yeah, somebody says Jim RKY says shortest I've seen is 8. So yeah, it really depends. But yeah, Gilby, yeah, Jim RKY says bring food. I agree.
Yeah.
Everything with you. You ain't buying nothing there. Like there ain't nothing there. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, to those that have done Gilby and the WV Tim caches, how do they compare?
We've not done WV.
I'm not
Tims, so
WV
no.
Tims. I haven't done enough to. Yeah, I don't have an answer to that.
Geo Woodstock next year is in West Virginia, so
Yeah.
I'll be able to do WV Tim's caches next year.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I don't think they are near Morgantown.
Yeah, but he's retired. He can.
I mean,
take an
you
extra
can.
week.
Yeah.
You get to Morgantown, you can get any place in West Virginia to go to WV Tim's caches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People have driven a lot further out of their way to get caches when they go to megas than within the same state.
Mhm.
Oh, sure.
Right. I'm just saying they're like not necessarily in the immediate vicinity. That's all.
Mark
I'm saying.
says not close. He says not close. So
Okay.
So
Well,
dude, go
I
to
appreciate
Gilby.
it. Thank you.
Have an amazing time. You're gonna love it. I promise you. I'll give you my guarantee.
Okay.
You're gonna love the caches there. They're fantastic. So have fun.
Have a good one.
We'll
Take
talk to you
care.
soon, buddy. Bye bye. Oh, he's Gilby. That's good though. Geo Tour is kind of cool in Gilby. That'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be interested to see what they do there. What you got? What else you got, Jess? I'm out.
So circling back to our Cosmic Quest,
Yeah.
we have a new hiding theme for July, which is the start of the Cosmic Quest souvenir.
Oh.
Is
They
it out
actually-
of this world?
It actually is. It is outer. It is outer space, and that was not the original theme this month. I don't remember what the original theme was. I could go back through our show notes and look because I'm sure I had it in there at one point.
Sure.
But they updated the theme. It sounds like when they decided what this summer promotion was going to be, and so they changed it. So hiding theme for July: outer space.
Outer space. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cosmic Quest. Oh, animals. Jim RKY says animals. Was it animals?
That was June.
That was June. Oh, that was June.
I don't know.
Partnership caches, Jess.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Okay, so a month ago, this is super interesting. A month ago on our last Cacher Coffee, we talked about partnership caches because I had recently gone up to Minnesota and found one of the dinosaur train caches that was at the time one of like 4 partnership caches. And for those who don't know, there's a special attribute called the partnership cache that at one point there were 4. There were 3 traditionals, or they were down to, I should say. There were originally many, many more. And then they were down to only 4. 3 traditionals, and then they put in a puzzle at a museum out in the Seattle area. And then suddenly there were 6 new partnership virtual caches out in the Pacific Northwest in the Seattle area.
Right. It was the
trolls.
The trolls.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you know? Since then, there are now 6 more also virtual partnership caches in northern Minnesota. Also trolls.
Also trolls.
Also trolls. Yep. So now we have in the US, we have a total of 16 caches with partnership attribute. We have 3 traditionals, 1 puzzle, and 12 virtuals.
Not so hard anymore to get.
Not so hard anymore. No.
Well, if you're in Minnesota.
Well,
you're in Minnesota or Seattle.
Or Seattle, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I do have a bookmark list that I've shared. I've made it a public bookmark list or shareable. I do have a link in that in the chat room. So if you want to, I mean, not in the chat, I can put it in the chat room. In the show notes, I do, but I'll put it in the chat room as well. And so you feel free to copy my bookmark list.
And for the record, the guy who made those trolls, there's trolls in Chicago.
Oh, sure. There's trolls all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's trolls everywhere. But I think these were new trolls, and they put them all out like together at the same time.
Yeah, they didn't like backfeed the big troll underneath the bridge in Seattle. It's like, do that one. So I have a partnership.
I think they didn't do that one. Did they?
They did not do that one.
Oh, interesting.
I looked at the Seattle ones, and it's like I've been in all the areas where all the Seattle ones are, but I have not done the partnership caches there.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were going to do that one, if they were going to make that one a partnership cache. Apparently, they didn't.
I don't think they'll go back.
No,
to existing ones. No.
Yeah, it's 5 in the Seattle general area and 1 troll in Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a little easier to get now for anybody. It's a shame we were just in. I guess now just a couple of years ago we were in Seattle. God, has it already been 2 years since we've been there?
Yeah.
Wow.
2 years. Yeah.
Wow. Time. Wow. Okay, is that everything? Have we hit everything, Jess?
We skipped around quite a bit, but
did we hit?
It looks like we
all
have
the
touched
notes?
Everything in my notes.
We have touched everything in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Jed, yes. Okay, there we go. Everything in mine, yes. All right, guys, there you go. That's a catch of coffee, guys. Thanks everybody for calling in. Truly appreciate it. And the chat room, of course. We appreciate you guys. Chad, next week, you are out.
Yes, sir.
You're on assignment. Is that correct? You're on assignment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, guys, because Chad's gone, we're going to bring in our good friend Joshua, the geocaching blogger, to come talk. And Chad, next week's show, unusual geocaching events. That is the topic next week. We all go to events and we sit at a table and we chit chat. But what about those events a little different? Has a little something to them.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we're talking about next week.
Moga.
Mm-hmm.
Moga's an example of that. Yes.
Yeah, and not necessarily megas, but just events in general. Yeah, so if you have an event in your area, either that you've been to or one that's coming up or an annual event or something like that, shoot us an email, give us a call during the show. We want to hear about it. We want to, we want to try to maybe spark some creativity and share some of these great ideas and get some good events going.
Yeah, get some really cool events going. Yeah.
The Festivus for the rest of us event.
I mean, yeah.
We've had that
Every
many
year.
years. We had it.
We have aired many grievances in the Chicagoland area.
Mhm.
Guys, that is next week's show. Unusual geocaching events with Joshua, the geocaching vlogger, as a guest host while Chad's gone. So we're looking forward to that. So everybody, thanks tonight. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for the chat room. Everybody, thanks Chad. Thanks Jesse. A lot of news this week. It was a heavy news month since
Mhm.
I've done the show. Usually it's sparse,
Sparse.
but it was huge today, including today. We got news today. So, all right, guys, that's the show. Everybody be well and be safe. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archive video versions of our podcasts are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available wherever you find your favorite podcasts. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click that subscribe or get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $5, you will get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our patron members. Please head on over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/thegeocaching-podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cashly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Odds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Arted Crafted, PatTags.com, Geocaching Adventures LLC, and GeoGo. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week, so we'll see you next week talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones. We'll talk to you guys next week. And we're clear. All right. Thanks, guys. Everybody be well and be safe. We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Stay cold.